Joining me now is Robert Macdonald, VP of Exploration at Southern Silver. We meet again, sir.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. That was good to see you, get an update. So let's remind viewers about the Cerro Las Manitas project. You've got some an updated PEA, and it looks pretty robust in terms of the economics. So what can you tell us?
Yes, well, Cerro Las Manitas, it's a large skarn system well located in Durango, Mexico, in north central Mexico. It's a large skarn system, silver, lead, and zinc. We have resources totaling over 300 million silver equivalent ounces. We've recently completed a PEA on the project, which calls for a 17-year mine life with robust cash flow, and that's highly leveraged to silver and zinc mineralization. This can be a long-term, high-producing project. Free cash flow over the first 8 years of the mine life is over $100 million annually. It's a $4.5 billion project, and we see the ability to systematically move that project towards a production decision and ultimate development.
And then in November, the team started about 6,000 meters of drilling. You call it proof of concept. Can you explain the work that's being done?
Yes, it's all part of an overall strategy that we have in the company or with the project. And we're at this point doing various internal work on project optimization. Some of that includes what would the project look like if you could add more mineralization and more ounces. And so we feel that there are areas that you could explore, you could add a significant amount to the project, several tens of percent more ounces with further drilling. And so we've started a program that will look both at some shallow targets which would represent the low-hanging fruit, as well as identifying some of the deeper projections of the mineralization that would open the door to further exploration and adding additional resources to the project.
Robert, the last time we talked, when you were discussing the overall silver market, you were saying it's pretty bullish generally. You pointed to the fact that Gatos just got taken out. We just talked to First Majestic, which did that. Silvercrest as well. So we're starting to see some M&A. So what's your current view of the silver market and the activity within it?
Well, I think it's since we were speaking in October, I think there's been a little bit of a pullback in the sentiment, unfortunately. But I think it's one of those cases where you're backing up to go forward, and that I believe that the industry itself and certainly precious metals are poised to move forward fairly aggressively through 2025. That's what all the prognosticators say. I suppose I have to believe them. And so in that regard, I think we are very, very well positioned with Cerro Las Manitas. We have a project that within 2 to 3 years, you could be looking at a production decision. So advance the project through to feasibility, pre-feas, and then feasibility, as well as permitting, and that can be all done within 3 years. And so this makes it, poised to be, one of the next major development projects in Mexico. And again, long-lived project, excellent cash flow, and ripe for further M&A action and activity.
Right. And lastly, Robert, when you're going around at conferences like this, what's your pitch to investors?
Well, the real pitch is, pretty much what I was just saying. We have a large project. It's a 17-year mine life. We're just several years away from being able to make a production decision. It just needs some of the right elements behind it, which generally means money to be able to advance the project. And that's what we're working through right now. There's, I think, some fantastic opportunity, highly leveraged to metal prices, particularly silver prices. So if you believe that silver is going to increase in value through 2025, I think Southern Silver is a fantastic investment opportunity for you looking forward.
And just lastly, I said lastly before, I'll say it lastly again, because you sort of brought it up. How would you describe funding in terms of getting support from investors?
It's always it's always a little bit up and down. I mean, of course, last fall it was probably a little bit easier than it is right now. But again, I think the feeling is that we're going to start seeing gold and silver prices start recapturing the levels that they were in the October timeframe. And as prices go up, it makes it a lot easier to finance. So, there's a few headwinds right now, but I think we're looking at maybe some calmer waters looking forward and looking forward to a much better 2025.
All right, great to catch up.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you, Robert. Robert Macdonald, VP of Southern Silver, VP of Exploration.